Anyway, you wanna like introduce yourself real quick? Did I interrupt that, or did I already ask?
Sure.
I think I'm rambling in
I'm
my head.
StonedNinja. I smoke an abundant amount of weed. I grow weed. I create strains. I do a lot of events. I'm kind of like a cannabis evangelist to a point. I'm
Can
a
evangelist?
hydro can evangelist. Gangier 5000. Huh? Uh, I have a hydro store distribution company I just started with a couple friends. So it's like a little bit of everything cannabis. I'll be 42 this year, so I've been growing since high school. I graduated in 99. I'm old.
Damn, let's go since high school. So that's one of the topics I wanted to talk about too is the creative strains, but we don't have to get into it right away. What you smoking on right now? Something you created?
Yeah, actually, my StonedNinja OG. It's available at Care Company, probably if there's still any stock left. But I know they're doing some new crops, so if they're out of stock, there should be a restock shortly.
Nice.
Care Company, Downtown Patient Group, it's all up and down California.
Huh. Sick. And rolling a nice fatty joint there. That didn't take you long. I don't really
Yeah.
do a lot of joints. All my joints are glass.
I occasionally take bong rips. I have a lot of pieces,
I've
but
seen a few cool ones.
I got to a point where it was like I was trading slabs and weed for glass, and then I was getting pieces that were really nice where I didn't want to smoke out of them, so I just stopped smoking out of bongs. And then I resorted to like a mason jar with a 3D print mold mouthpiece and a shitty slider, and I'm like smoking out of that when I have like like really nice glass.
Yeah. That is that's a good problem to have. Sorry, my glass is too nice. So I don't want to break it. Yeah, like
Yeah,
that's crazy.
this one has a fossil, like a legit megalodon fossil tooth in it. It's all electroform. This one's pretty cool.
That's literally nuts.
Yeah, it's really nice. Thank you.
That's why, yeah. Like I wouldn't smoke out of it because like then I'd have to clean it and then I.
Yeah. Then all my heady crystals that are on there, all the chakra vibes might get washed out or something, dude.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want to fuck with that. Oh man. Yeah, I do you do any flower vaping at all?
I used to. So when the volcano first came out, or actually it was before that, it was the Vape Bros vape box. So it was a little box with just like this glass heated tube that would come out. You grind your weed. It was like on this weird silicone tube with like two glass pieces, like a mouthpiece, and then the chamber where you like put all your ground up weed in there. And then you just pop it into that little, look like a small hot dog or something, and just hit it. Just hit it like that. And that was the first time we started vaping. And then the volcanoes came out, so we had the big, huge turkey bags. And then from there is all the small, little, portable flower vaporizers. Some of
No.
those were cool, but it just got like monotonous, especially like for me, I'm a habitual smoker. I smoke a lot. So it was like
Yeah.
going over and over and over and like going through all the half charred weed and like cleaning it, waiting for it to heat up. I just roll big blunts, big joints now. If I didn't have a certain supply of flower, I wouldn't be smoking as big and as often. But since I have access to it, I kind of know like I give myself like a smoking budget, so I'm able
There
to
you go.
smoke so much, up to smoke so much per day.
Are you gonna tell us your budget or no?
Quarter pound.
For a day?
I sometimes you gotta smoke hard, dude. You got friends coming over, like your wife's on her period or something. Like there's parties.
Chat? What's your weed budget? Ah, this is a QP a day. Like,
It's QP a day. It's whatever,
I,
dude. Shit, we've all been there, right?
all I'm
Tolerance.
saying,
Oh,
if you don't want to fuck up your tolerance, don't grow weed, yo. The more you have, the more you smoke. So if you're growing really well, like, you're done, bro.
yeah. I mean, you have good weed. You don't really, even with my tolerance being high, um, I still get stoned. I know how to get stoned. It's not a big
He's
deal.
a stone ninja.
Yeah. If I want to get really stoned, then I definitely kick back and lean off a little bit or take some days off and then
But you
Just
also
smoke it.
mentioned friends too on that QP. It's not like he's sitting
Yeah.
here blasting 112 grams.
Let's smoke a QP to the neck today, chat.
Because how many grams is that an hour? Like, that's 10 grams an hour. Like it's doable, but like you don't want to do it. Like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's been days where I probably have hit that on stream, like the long 24-hour streams or something like that, where yeah, we've gone crazy.
and it's different too in a big old joint like that. Like, that's gonna take some nice big old rips. Where I just put a smaller amount, even with like a bong rip, the hits on it just get delivered so differently. Like it's easier to burn more through a joint than to try to do it through a bong or something.
Yeah, smoking it through a bong. You could get some milky rips, taking bong rips of a joint, but yeah,
But they're more like a punch. Like you're like, okay, I need a fucking break. Where the joint is like, okay, I can still keep it going, you know, even though it's a little bit wearing down on me, not as much.
Yeah, you take big bong rips, it'll kick you.
Dang, all bong rips.
Yeah, don't prolapse your anus.
Oh, I want to, because you mentioned the volcano. Do you remember when you first used one, or? Because that son of a bitch is like older than the OG Xbox. You know, the fucking original Xbox? The original volcano came out before.
Because I was already hitting that vape bro box in high school. Volcano, I want to say was like, 2002. Like 20 years ago. It's over 20 years ago. First time I hit a volcano, dude.
Yeah. Because they really are that old. Like they're fucking 20 years old. That's the crazy thing about them.
It wasn't digital where you could type in the degrees. There was a knob like 1 through 10, and you had to mark it like that. It was nuts. It was like $400 when we first got it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we're weed scientists, dude.
The fucking turkey bags.
Dude, the turkey bag thing. There's one thing we stumbled on accident. Did you know if you fill up one of those bags and you forget about it and you wake up the next morning, it's still a good rip.
Yeah, it's crazy. The vapor preserves. Smoke gets stale and nasty, and vapor, if you don't allow it to dissipate, it like preserves the hit.
Dude, it's weird. I would do that, especially when I got my wisdom teeth pulled out. I would just like volcano my face to sleep, and when I wake up, I would just hit it like, yeah. It's the best.
Oh yeah. I mean, unless your bag's got a leak or something, yeah, there's a hit later. Oh, yeah. I've seen people do that, like just pre-fill a bunch of bags, just have a bunch set up, and they're like, it was like a video where they had 20 or something filled, and it's like, I'm just setting up for a party later, and it's like, that's a fucking good way to do it, bro, because you don't want to sit there and wait. Yeah,
it's not gonna go bad.
Motherfucking volcanoes are $700 though.
What?
I think that's how much they sell. Like, they're top of the line, their best one, but it's $700.
Yeah, that's a little.
It's like digital. I think you can put a glass piece right on top if you want to hit straight from it. But I've been using ball vapes lately. Have you ever used a ball vape?
No.
Oh man, this one is like it's like a newer cordless one. It sits on like an E-nail coil and heats up. Basically, it's filled with ruby terp pearls, so it has a lot of heat in here.
Okay.
So I just put it on a bowl of flour, and then the hot air heats it up. It's like a convection oven. And this hits way harder than like a fucking volcano, just because this thing has so much more heat because it's filled with ruby terp pearls, where all the other ones have like a little ceramic rod, like a tiny little piece of shit.
Definitely get you way more roastier.
Yeah, so even some of those companies with the ceramic rods are making a little chamber that slides over that has terp pearls in it. That's basically copying what that's doing. But like that.
That's right. No, I saw you taking rips out with that. I was like, dude, he's fucking reaming, dude.
The difference is like if you can do a fat bong rip, it's gonna hit harder than a volcano because the volcano's got a little fan that's filling up your bag or whatever. But if you got the lungs for a big rip and you can just pull it through, it hits way harder. So I didn't like vapes before because it was like, oh bro, I could literally just pack this bitch all day and take pathetic little fucking rips and just a little bit of vapor and just keep packing it. But I never was like, oh bro, that was a good one. You know, you never get that. But I guess something about that bong rip life. Well, that's the difference. That's why I like talking to you because it's like, bro, you smoke joints all the time, and I'm just watching like, oh god, my I'm getting secondhand like throat harshness just thinking about all that fucking. It's big old rips. It's a big old joint. It's a lot of smoke. I
Yeah,
love
my
it.
whole house is hot box. Smells like shit. Smells like weed down the block. During harvest time, I feel bad because my wife will get yelled at by her boss. She's like, "Did
I
you?"
bet.
She'll call her in the like, "Come here, Did you forget to leave your weed at home?" And she's like, "Harvest season, my bad. My husband has weed literally everywhere in the house. So like everything
Secondhand.
just staying. Yeah, she just has to leave all her work shit like in this one back room closet we got." And that's like the safe zone, like green zone, where I do not let smoke or smoke around the area.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's good. You leave the house and your clothes still smell like it's got some fucking terpenes.
Yeah, dude. Harvest season when all the plants are hanging, it everything stinks. Everything stinks. Even with the filters running in the house, it's like it's not enough. Yeah, I remember my dad coming up. He's like, as soon as I pulled the corner to get to your cul-de-sac, I smelt your fucking house. And then like he's like, as I parked and walked to your front door, I was like, he's like, it was like I was walking into a giant jar of weed.
This really
Like,
like that.
sorry, Dad.
Do you have like a shitload of plants? I think you have indoor
Um,
and outdoor, don't you?
yeah, right now, like I got some clones, I got some trays of clones, I got a few plants in the backyard. I haven't been showing too much stuff off the past year because I've been white labeling some stuff for some companies.
Got you.
But now that that work is done and that contract's over, I could show off some other stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, I could have still shown off some other things, but the way some of the like a lot of the shit is set up, there's a lot of things that were growing at the same time. So I didn't want to. I
Yeah.
know myself, I'll forget, and I didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to slip up and just ruin myself for the
Yeah.
situation.
I feel you on that. Sometimes you get high and you fuck shit up. Like, oops,
that's life, man. Shit.
that was supposed to do something different. Oh man, that's dope. So you been playing a lot of Fortnite lately? You
Yeah,
get
I
the
don't, dude. I started when Fortnite first came out. Played it, and then I was like, this game has gotten too sweaty. There's too many kids trying to be professional, like athletes with this shit. I'm
yeah.
over it. I'll never play it
Sign me to a
again.
team.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna play for Croptic Gaming, dude. Bro. So I stopped, and then recently they have the no build, and now all the homies were playing. So I was like, oh, I'll play a few games, and then I got hooked, dude. I got
It
hooked.
really is fun. I only
It is
played it like
fun.
a couple of times, but I had like way more fun than I thought. I was like, I'm not gonna like this, and I'm like, damn, this is really chill, bro. Like, nah, though, it's really chill.
Dude, the homies and I are smoking weed the whole time playing. Like, we'll have one of the friends, like my buddy's smoking good. He'll just be like gliding the whole time, taking dabs. It won't land until like halfway through the game. It's like, bro, what the? He's like, sorry, dude, taking dabs. We'll just be teabagging people, doing a bunch of corny shit, throwing people
Ooh,
off ledges. It's
yeah,
fun. It's a good
having
time, dude.
fun is more fun than winning. Like,
That's what it's all about. There's little moments of getting sweaty, but
yeah.
for the most part, we're always about having fun, dude.
Yeah. You could play like Ninja, or you could play like StonedNinja. Like, go about it how you want.
Shit, the chillest,
Oh man, I'd rather fucking smoke weed and ride around. And how many people can we hit in a vehicle while I just smoke weed and you drive?
right? Yeah, I like doing that. I love running people over in video games and vehicles. That's like
Oh
my
yeah.
go-to shit. Halo, especially. We built like a weird like following with it. Like there's this weird cult following with the Kia, the Ghost Kia. So we'll get on I don't know if you're familiar with Halo.
I am. The Ghost is the
Okay,
little motorcycle,
it's a little
the
spaceship.
choo choo pew one. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like a
So
small like a motorcycle though.
I'll get in that, and I'll just nonstop just be like blasting, right? Just speed boosting everywhere, no brakes, hardly shoot people, and I purposely try to run anyone over. usually the enemy, but if a teammate's in front of me, I'll run them over too. But every time I run someone over, I just scream Kia. I
Yeah.
just be like
Like
Kia.
you're doing karate or some shit.
Yeah, dude.
What is it?
Yeah,
This fucking
dude.
KI's out here.
Bro, there's
Oh,
the homie Sergio Danksy. He did a clip, but yeah, there's some good Kia moments, dude. That's what we live
oh.
for on Halo. Yeah,
Shall you
and
ever do
I've been
karate?
yeah. When I was younger, I did what was it? Some Taekwondo.
Taekwondo.
Yeah,
It's all close enough, right? They're all
that's all
kicking the
chops and
same.
kicks, dude. Right?
We're not
It's all
actually gonna
horse
fight each
stance.
other.
Exactly.
Let's just fucking get some exercise. I like it, dude.
For sure, dude.
Oh shit. Kia. Kia.
Kia.
Damn. Why aren't there like I guess there was like a karate game before. Like specifically karate. I was like, karate like has some movies, right? Like the Karate Kid, but has there ever been like a specific karate game? Like this martial arts shit here and there. There's a lot of kung
On
fu stuff.
Nintendo, I remember like straight the game karate.
Oh yeah.
And then the
Oh,
other one
old
where I forgot what
Nintendo?
it was. Yeah, old
NES.
Nintendo. And
So
then
yeah,
the
they
other one was like you would go through these palaces and just like kick people and snakes and little like pots and stuff. It was weird. It was a good
sounds
game
pretty
though.
cool.
It was a sick ass game. It was very addicting.
I like some old games. They're just like they're not trying to sell me any skins. Like they're just like, hey, we just made this, bro. Like it's dope. It's not early access where everything doesn't work. It's like, hey, we paid a bunch of people to test this for hundreds of hours. Like I
It's
like
all
old games. They're pretty dope.
it's all pre microtransaction era.
Yeah. They don't even think about that shit. They're like, how do we sell them some shit, bro? All right, so we've got an expansion and some extra maps, bro. Like, so
Right.
it's
Like,
like,
how about we break up the actual game, only release half of it, and sell them the other half in chunks, but charge them like $10 to $20 a chunk for the rest of
yeah.
their game. That's what it has become.
I like the chunks of extra content, but they really open the floodgates with like skins, bro. Like, Fortnite's a good example where they got the Futurama skins right now, bro. Like, I
Yeah,
saw
bro,
that shit and I was like,
guilty.
damn, I kind of want to do that. That looks sick, bro.
Guilty.
But you got
them,
Leela
dude.
with the Planet Express thing. You got the whole setup. Like,
Dude, I nerded out, bro. I'm
it
telling you,
does look
Fortnite
sick.
got me hooked, dude. They got me right now.
I played when it was Goku, bro. Like, I was Kamehamehaing people. I was like, let's go. I'll do this all day.
Shit, hell yeah. That's what I came back after that.
Yeah.
It took a very extended gap.
They're going really, really hard over there with the partnerships and the collabs and stuff that they do. It's like, it's crazy.
Dude, they're
They got
they're
everything.
still here and they're still doing it, man. A lot of other games can't say that, unfortunately. Yeah, Fortnite. How many years has Fortnite been out? Like 5 years? More than that?
Yeah, 2017 or something like that.
Yeah, dude.
Around there. It's been a minute. But I think the Battle Royale may be 2017 because it came out as like a
Campaign.
solo gamer or something.
Save the world.
My friends were playing it when it was that, and I was like, that sounds cool.
Yeah, that's
And I
what
never
was
played it
playing.
with them. But then when I checked into it later, I was like, this isn't what they were talking about, bro. It's like that game Fortnite, everybody's just killing each other. I didn't see any zombies. Like,
Yeah. They didn't build any bases, bro.
yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I remember doing that old school Fortnite. Building like ridiculous like buildings and like apartment complexes for no reason. Then it's like, oh dude, the storm circle's over there now. Fuck.
Now people are just building stairways to heaven to get away from somebody or
Dude, these kids are building so fast. I'm like, can't even focus. I'm like gonna have a seizure, bro.
I don't
I'm
get
like,
how anybody watches a stream where they're doing it too, because it's just, the camera's just like,
bro, my eyes gonna pop out of my head.
yeah, that one is wild.
Yeah, these kids are insane, man.
But and that's the first game you've ever played, and the only game or something like. Motherfuckers
Yeah.
are out here on Mario like, ah, fuck, I didn't jump on the mushroom. Like, let me try again. Like,
There's literally two buttons, dude. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Fortnite, there's like 37,000
Oh.
buttons to keybind.
So when
Oh my
when
god,
you start on something complex, like,
bro, the build and then the edits of the builds and all these sweaty dudes cranking 90s, bro. Wee.
fuck yeah. So how many strains have you created?
Oh shit. A lot. A lot of strains. A lot of them where I don't even remember most of them. I have to go back and look at the
Like
database.
more than 100?
We're close. We're around there.
Around a
With all
100.
just
Fuck.
like with what I've done and then all the side projects for other people and stuff, like we're up there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is it like what is the process like? Is it
There's a few ways. It depends on like if you're trying to do feminized seeds, um, photo period versus auto period. Uh, like if you want to just do regular, just seeds, regular cannabis seeds, you have a male that you would select or build, and then a female with the same way that you would select or build. You get those two, have the male pollinate the female, and that's how you have seeds. You would put the plants into like a 12 hours of light maximum, depending on the strain, but pretty much a 12-12, 12 on, 12 off. That'll initiate flowering in the plants, and then after a few weeks, you'll begin pollination. Usually, all you need is just one initial slap to pollinate. As long as the pollen you see the pollen go through on the plant, you should just consider that pollinated. You don't really need to pollinate further from there. You can, but what will happen is you'll have different stages of seeds because the plants will keep flowering and repollinating, right, and making more seeds. So you can have seeds that are just about to finish up sitting next to a portion of seed that is just starting to build. So you'll start getting like more seeds and like inconsistent sizes and just weird shapes and problems.
So, what do you typically look for when you're making a strain and you're crossing something? Is there specific like traits that you're looking for, or is it flavors or smells or
Yeah, I'm always looking for new flavors. Like usually that's one of the first things I'm looking for is the taste of it. From there, I know I could build like potency and other attributes. But yeah, flavor is usually the first one because that's what's really gonna separate you from the next person. If you have
okay?
something where it's like I found a strain that tastes like this, you know, then people be like, oh, really? And if it actually does, then wow, it actually tastes like that. So like certain fruits, candies, random stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you say you said build on the potency and other attributes?
Yeah. So if there's a plant that grows like too many weeks in flower, like it takes forever to finish out flowering, I could try to hit it to other males that I have that usually pass the traits of short flowering time and try to select phenos from those seeds that I would make between those two and try to find the phenos that keep the traits I want but finish early and then use those strains like those phenotypes.
Hmm. So it's like so sometimes it takes several times over and it starts with finding the flavor essentially.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you get hit it right off the jump and just be super lucky, and sometimes it could take forever, or sometimes it won't. You'll never find what you're looking for.
Yeah. And when you say like it takes too long in flowering, what would you say is too long?
Anything past 12 weeks of
Hmm.
flowering time. Yeah. So
Yeah,
once you
that's a long
you
time.
could initiate veg time and grow it as big as you want, but the flowering time you could only get a certain strains to flower so fast. You know,
Hmm.
since some of them they take like 16 weeks. A lot of hazes
Yeah.
take 16 weeks, 24 weeks, like crazy, crazy amounts of time.
Is it better when it takes 24 weeks?
You would
Like,
assume there's certain ways to look at it to where like the amount of yield you get from those types of plants because of how big they are or the flower per square inch it produces
yeah.
is worth it, but half the time it's really not. You might have some strains where the end product is so psychoactive or potent where you kind of hallucinate from it, but it takes strains that run that long for that to happen.
Hmm.
Um, those are kind of far and few. I've only really noticed those traits in sativa dominant strains where I've hallucinated or like tripped out. Not really.
Yeah.
I've never really had a visual hallucination, but like a audio hallucination, like hearing shit. I've had that on weed before.
Off of something that flowered for a long time or took a long
Yeah,
time.
off of a more sativa dominant strain. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what makes it sativa dominant is it is the longer flower time or
Usually, yeah. Textbook. Right now, there's so much like polyhybrid stuff. So polyhybrid just means like many crosses, basically.
Mhm.
So you have a bunch of there's a bunch of strains going on. I think in time we're probably going to get away from the indica sativa part and go more towards like a wide leaf or a narrow leaf
Yeah.
cultivar is what they would say, just because of how hybridized everything is.
Hmm.
There's it's it would take a lot of work. I don't want to say it's impossible, but it would take a lot of work to really find a true sativa or true indica these days. A lot of it's just mudded out. Even a lot of the things that are in rural areas in different countries, they get a hold of like American genetics or other mainstream genetics and bring it onto their farm that has been like to a point like almost like land race or urban land race for their environment, and they bring in other genetics that just kind of pollute that and
Yeah.
kind of take from that integrity.
And I've heard of the narrow versus wide leaf comparison or the classification of that. Do you think that that's a good way to do it? Because those are typically similar in a sense.
Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of the indica sativa stuff is gonna kind of fade out. You only really hear that with like the only time I ever really hear that talk between growers is like, well, it kind of looks sativa-ish, it kind of looks indica-ish, or it
Hmm.
react like it's not like this is 65% indica and 35% sativa.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I imagine. It's more like
yeah,
it's is it bushier? Is it lankier? Does it have narrow leaves?
yeah, we usually like this one's a lanky one, this one's a bushy one, this one likes to stretch or get big and bushy, this one likes to stay short and lanky. We just usually refer to like those traits.
Yeah, that's where I think it matters more because like the sativas are gonna have a longer time, and the indicas, you're gonna have maybe fatter buds or bushier buds or something that
Mhm.
typically, but I don't know. It doesn't. Would you say it necessarily has like a definite play on the effects? Because I've seen like a lot of different stuff and a lot of different studies.
Through all my years of smoking, at the end of the day, I it comes down to how that person is, as far as their meant just as they are as a person, their metabolism, their tolerance. There's a lot of variables. I feel
Yeah.
like it's not just the cannabis itself. I've had stuff where it's like it's we'll call it a more indica dominant strain. I've smoked it with people and they're like, bro, that was a good sativa, bro. I'm uppity and yada yada. And I'm like, okay, cool, man.
Yeah, 10 people all pass the same joint around and they all have 10 different highs. It's not like, sorry, this is the one high that's picked out for this strain. It's
Yeah,
uh, it's so
yeah.
wild.
Hmm.
I like that. Um I I do like that there is so many different reactions or so many different variables because people just they want you to tell them what something's gonna they want you to tell them how they're gonna feel before it happens. It's like, well, I don't know, like nobody knows. Like you're
It's
gonna
like,
get high and have a good time, I hope. Like if I say that, I'm
yeah,
right 99% of the time. unless
Yeah,
like some
give
shitty
them an
happens.
idea. Like you're probably gonna get the munchies. Your mouth's gonna get really dry. You're gonna be feel goofy and giggly.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
I
know.
like it.
Yeah,
So,
everyone.
oh,
I just tell everyone my favorite is the Satindica hybrid. Satindica hybrid. It's everything in one.
the Satindica.
Yeah, Satindica hybrid.
Yeah. So you referenced percentage earlier, like sativa 70%. Like, how does is that just something that you discuss between each other, like when something's crossed, or do you label your stuff as you
No,
just
there's
crunching numbers and doing math on it? Because you can't like
no.
test for it, right? There's no. So it's
The
48% sativa. It says it right here on the lab. There's no
37% right here.
there's no COA on
No,
that.
no. My friends and I joke about that shit more than we are serious when it comes to talking about if it's more sativa or indica dominant or the percentage of. Um, yeah, no,
Because
that's
when they say it at like the dispensary, it's usually whatever it said at the seed bank or whatever the grower said it was. It's not like we were talking about. There's no test for it, so
if
it's just
anything,
like
they'll
a
go
picked
off.
number.
Yeah, they'll go off of like your stereotypical like explanation, like definition explanation of indica sativa, and then
Yeah.
you see those traits and then label it from there.
It. I guess the traits. Is it mostly the typical ones? Are there like less typical traits that many people don't know about that you look for in sativa versus indica, or is it really just the lanky versus bushy versus long flowering?
Thin leaf, long flower usually is like your sativa stuff, and then short, wide leaf, bushier plants are more your short flowering or more your indica plants or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess another good thing to ask you would be like something I talk about is people might notice more of an effect between the same strain depending on when it was harvested or how long you let it flower for. Is that something that you've experienced, or do you ever play with the harvest date, or is there a set date when you chop your plants every time for not a set date, but like per plant, it's like it has to go until I see something.
Yeah, with certain strains, there's definitely like certain weeks I want or certain days I want to get to before I chop it. Just because I know, just from my grow experience or even my friends' grows experience, like those are the best times to harvest,
Hmm.
the most optimal times. I mean, there's other variables that could happen along the grow that could affect that final chopping date, but for the most part, there's that range. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And would you say like adjusting the range of when you chop it, would that what kind of differences do you notice? Have you experimented with like chopping some of them and waiting a
It could
week?
yeah, it could affect the overall efficacy. It obviously will affect the overall weight. Like if you wait 1 week to the
Mm,
next, like if you go 9 weeks instead of 10 weeks and wait,
yeah.
like even like I said, the efficacy it could come out more narcotic sometimes the longer you let it go. There's definitely little things that you like. Some of it's kind of subtle, but there's definitely some differences on when you would harvest and what you're going to get from that plant when you
Yeah.
harvest at those times.
Because the cannabinoids kind of change over time, or it like I guess matures, and you can see the trichomes maturing and changing colors.
Mhm.
So I guess the results on what you would get cannabinoid content wise can vary between weeks of harvesting. And like you
Yeah.
were saying, like more sedative or something. Like I think I hear like more
Uh,
CBN. You'll notice more CBN in the plant if you leave it longer, or if you let it flower for longer before chopping it.
yeah, you get a little higher numbers. Like I said, it really depends on the strains, but yeah, there's
Mm,
different cannabinoids and terpenes and all that good stuff that produces, and then from there, as they mature, they also degrade as well. So
yeah.
as things degrade, like you're saying, that's when it starts going more CBN and stuff.
Yeah. And you said the weight changes. Obviously, it gets heavier over
Yeah,
time,
more
but
yield. Yeah.
there's like maybe a drop off at a certain point to where it can't really get much heavier. Or
Yeah, there's gonna get a point where it's just pretty much it's gonna start to die, and then it's
mm,
gonna possibly start to do things to keep its life going, as far as trying to re-veg if there's light, or it could try to self-pollinate to where it'll start what we call herming.
hmm
That can happen way late in flower, and that's just a natural thing of the plant to keep its fucking its shit going.
yeah,
So it'll
keep its
pollinate
life.
itself, die, fall over, rot out, and then from there, the seeds that are in there, the seeds that have dropped from that plant, will grow the next season.
Okay.
That's the story of ninja fruit. Kind of started like that because I did the breed outside, collected the seeds, and a lot of them fell outside. And I had so much because it was a small project that I was doing to kind of work on some stuff. So the rest of it, I grabbed handfuls off of the plant and threw them next to my air conditioner, and that was like October of 1 year. So the following, next summer, I had like hundreds of little weed sprouts popped up all around my air conditioner, and just let the strong survive. It was funny. It was all rocks. There was no soil. It's just like six, or no, let's say six, like probably 3 inches of rock, dude. There's nothing.
Ugh.
It was crazy. Yeah, the whole story is nuts.
And ninja fruit pops out of that,
Yeah,
or the
yeah,
beginning stages, I guess.
yeah. A couple phenos. I still
That's
had all the seed
crazy.
stock, but yeah, the phenos that really caught my attention came off that. It's crazy.
And that's your like your most popular, your signature strain, or
That one's more, yeah, one of my more popular ones. I try to release it every year. That one has been in like High Times a bunch in the magazine, then online. It's won awards across the world. A lot of people breed with it. They've won awards with their crosses with it too, so it's pretty cool. Super purple weed. You either know about it or you don't. It's all good. But
hey,
it's
this is your
around.
chance to tell
It's
them all about it.
worldwide. Ninja
Won
fruit.
awards. So how good is it really?
It's not bad. When I
no,
originally,
you can't. It's not bad, bro.
dude,
How
it's not
good is
bad.
it, bro?
Here,
It's so fucking
dude.
good. He said
Here,
it's not
here's
bad.
here's the
He
truth
said,
of ninja
of
fruit.
course it's not
Everyone
bad.
everyone liked the color of it. That's what got their attention. When I
Okay.
first made ninja fruit was during the CBD hype. So
Oh.
everyone was all CBD'd out, like trying to go with that shit. But I wanted something that wasn't just CBD. Like there's really little to no CBD in ninja fruit. But I wanted the efficacy of it to give you all those CBD effects, but still have THC in there. Because at the time, I felt like you needed both. You needed
Yeah.
CBD and THC. So Ninja Fruit was supposed to be one of those strains where you could still get stoned off it, but you could make it through the day. You could make it through a conversation. You could make it through work, right? You can make it through the day and be productive and social, but still have the efficacy that you're looking for. So that was my goal in making that strain. It so happened to be very purple with the genetics I was using with it. But yeah, Ninja Fruit never was supposed to be a high THC, very strong psychoactive type of strain. It was supposed to be more of a medicinal strain. As I bred with it, I made it a little more stronger to satisfy all the potheads that want the super strong stuff, dude.
Yeah.
So I've done that. But yeah, Ninja fruit is a lot of people don't know that it's not meant to be a high THC strain.
Hell yeah.
Um,
It's just meant to, I think some of the best things I've ever hit were like not super high in THC and had a decent amount of CBD in there or some to get you
oh, dude,
going.
I have my conspiracy theories about cannabinoids and
Hit
breeding and
me.
the government.
Hit me with one.
Okay,
What?
so all right, so I feel like I was talking to chat on my channel the other day about it. So I feel like the
Okay.
government pushed people on high THC levels because that's the tetrahydrocannabinol, right? That's the one, that's the piece
Mm-hmm.
allegedly, right, that gets us super high and makes weed so great. So with that being said, how come back in the day with these random strains that did not have, allegedly did not have high THC numbers. They're all 10% or less. Why were they getting all these people so fucking high? And a lot of people that used to smoke weed back in the day, why are they complaining about the weed these days not having legs, not keeping you high long enough, and not really having the full medicinal effects that it used to back in the day? So, my friend and I were talking the other day, and we were both like, "Dude, you feel it?" Like, yeah, I feel the same. So basically, I feel like the government has pushed people to breed more towards THC rather than the other cannabinoids that we're not made aware of or have been educated about. And there's still a lot of cannabinoids we haven't found in the plant.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've done that and bred out all these other cannabinoids that actually help with the whole entourage effect, and that we're losing what cannabis truly should be, like the real high from it and the real medicinal effects everyone talked about or used for centuries.
Yeah. Like all these super crosses with fucking
Mhm.
loads of THC. They
Yeah,
get you
yeah.
high, but they're
So
not the
yeah, they're
medicine.
not medicinal like they used to be, and that's like the big pharma thing to still keep the pills around and all the other stuff, so
Cause
people
that's
can't get off pills and be more healthier just by using cannabis. Not everyone smokes cannabis. Like people
yeah.
actually eat it. They use it for topicals, right?
Mm-hmm.
For skin cancer and stuff like that. I've done it for some skin issues I've had. Um,
Yeah.
it works. Tommy Chong used RSO pills for his colon cancer when he had colon cancer.
Yeah.
There's a lot of legitimate benefits and uses, but I feel like, one of my conspiracy theories is that the government has swayed a lot of people to breed THC up and everything else out.
Yeah, and even I've memed about it because you go and look at the best weed from High Times in the '70s, and it looks like trash or whatever.
Looks
You
like
ever seen?
shit.
Yeah, but it's like people were they were smoking it and getting high. When I'm like, I don't even see a bud on there, but it makes me think like they were using it as medicine in like 1902 or some shit. So it's like, what did it
Right.
look like? What did it look like back then? If it looked like
Right.
dog shit and
It probably
but
looked
like
like Dr. Grinspoon, if anyone
yeah,
knows what that looks like.
that's what I was
It
gonna bring up.
it
Yeah,
looks
that's a
like
weird
it
looking
looks like
one.
shake. It looked like a plant that's just growing shake. It's not even growing
Yeah.
actual nugs.
The best weed out there that's really good for you. You would look at it and go, oh, that's some fucking mids, bro. I ain't
Oh
smoking
yeah.
that shit.
So there's a strain I've been chasing forever. It's called Dalat, and I learned about it in an old ass High Times magazine,
yeah.
and then I read about it in another book. It was like an old like how to grow weed book. Dalat is like a Vietnamese strain. It looks like it grows nothing. Like there's just a few little buds on a huge plant. But the weed that you smoke from it is supposed to make you hallucinate. And I remember reading this guy's journal about like this season he spent with a farmer in a rice paddy that grew the Dalat. Like him and his family had been growing it around the rice paddy for generations or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's talking about his trips and like how he was hallucinating and like everything was just swirly. He had a lot of auditorial hallucinations, like hearing extra birds and crazy shit. Yeah, it was trippy. So that strain is called Dala. I've looked for some. I've got some seeds and crosses of it, but I haven't found anything with that type of efficacy.
Yeah. How do you spell it?
Dalat. Dalat.
Dalat.
Or yeah,
Dalat.
Dilat. I think it's
Dalat.
Dalat.
It's probably one of those where it's translated either way, like
Yeah,
how it's
yeah.
how they say it and they're writing it down. You said you found some crosses with it, but you're not hallucinating off of it.
Yeah, I have a bunch of seeds and stuff, so I'm working on some things to see if I can find something crazy.
And you said it doesn't produce like a lot of buds. Was he smoking it
No.
though?
Yeah, like so say a plant gives you like a quarter pound
Mm-hmm.
on one plant, like this plant will give you like a quarter. You're going from like 112 grams
Oh,
to like 7, dude.
yeah.
But what's on there was like it just looked like weird weed, dude.
Damn.
And it was, yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I want
Haze is
some
another
Delight
good
now.
example. That's still around. That's heavy on the East Coast. Piff. Piff is some like we'll call the piff, the haze. I don't know if you should, dude. You're in Florida. You should have a bunch of that shit, dude. That's
Oh,
like some of that stuff looks like what the fuck is this? Like midsy ass weed. Like it doesn't even
yeah.
really have a nose to it, but you smoke it and you get super high, bro. I love smoking that every time I go to New York, East Coast, Piff. You gotta get the haze.
I gotta get the
Just
piff.
talk to some
Hey.
Cuban homie, dude. Like, bro, where's the piff at? Where's the haze, homie? Where's the haze at? Where's all the haze? Where's all the Cuban
Damn.
haze?
But
Ask
where
him
does
for
it
the
come
pude.
from? It's come from
It doesn't
Cuba?
matter, bro, dude. Just ask him for the pude, bro. Yeah, it's like,
So
hey,
wait,
bro.
you as a grower, you just go and just smoke random weed off of people when you go visit places?
Not random, just complete
Okay. I
random.
mean, you
Yeah.
probably know people who know people when you're going there, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Like when I
But
go to New
like,
York, there's some speakeasy clubs I go to, and there's people I know out there that
yeah.
usually have it ready for me.
You
Other
got a whole
breeders
other
too.
network, yeah.
Yeah. I
Bro's got
want
a
a
different
different
contact
level
list
on
in his
that.
phone. So I
If you
just
ever want to
can
go to New
I can
York and go
Google
to
Maps
the
the dispensary. That's what I can do.
if you ever want to link up in New York and hit the speakeasies, let me know. I'll
Oh,
get you in, dude. You'll be my
all right.
plus one.
We'll let you know. That
It'll be
sounds
fun.
dope.
It'll be tight, dude. You'll like it.
Oh shit. That piff chat. I need to know if
Yeah.
anybody in the chat has had that
And you
piff.
gotta
That
have
is.
at least one person in
We got a lot of East
on
Coast
Twitch
old.
right now that are from New York and know about Piff. The Harlem Heights haze. The haze, bro.
I got some
The Piff.
homies that I know are from that area that I'm gonna text probably later. Like, yo, you
Hit
heard
him
of
up.
this shit, dude?
Bro,
Do you know how I can get some of
what's up
that?
with the Piff? The
You know,
haze.
can you ask around about the piff
Haze,
over
dude.
here?
Yeah, haze. Yeah,
You
yeah,
said no
haze.
nose on it, but it's good. I tell people your nose knows. Hang on.
Yeah, haze is
Oh
good.
man.
A lot of people in California would call it mids.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "No, I'm not gonna smoke that shit, bro.
Sorry, bro. It has to
That's
look like a fucking Instagram picture
there's
I
no
saw.
like color or frost on it, dude. Good, bro.
Oh man. I like it. And you would, because some people are so pretentious about, bro, I only smoke the best of this shit or whatever. You sound
Yeah.
like you'll try some shit just to see, like.
Bro, I'll still to this day smoke brick weed with the homie. For real, dude. It
Oh,
wasn't that
man.
long where I have, dude. I got some homies that still in the hood. Came by and
Yeah.
dropped off some nuggets for him. Like, bro, you want to hit this brick weed? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to hit the brick weed with you, bro.
Oh, I turn people down. I don't know. Look,
Oh
I'm so. It depends.
man.
If it's brickweed, I don't know. I gotta see it first. Hang on. What did the? Can I see the brick first? Hang on. My standards went up when you said brickweed. I'm like, hang on. I was chill until you. Hang on. It's in a brick. Oh, fucking around. Yeah, if there's tobacco in it, I'm done. But you know, maybe we'll.
No, yeah, no tobacco for you, bro.
We'll try some
Finest
stuff.
of the brick.
The finest. So, you hit us with the conspiracy theory that the weed is. Look, you just want big fat frosty nugs of THC. You don't want all these secret cannabinoids. Have we lost cannabinoids? Have we lost some?
That's the new topic, bro. We have.
I want to know what they're called. There's
We'll
there's
never know.
there's trillions of them. Are they gone?
It's TH dead.
Are
CB
they
dead.
gone? CB dead.
TH gone, dude.
I like it.
We'll probably never know unless someone pops some crazy heirloom seeds they found in some tomb or something, man.
Is that how it's got to be done? Heirloom seeds?
Not necessarily, but that would be kind of cool to see what those grow like compared to the genetics we got today. I would pop seeds that are more around like the 60s, dude.
Yeah.
50s and 60s. Yeah, I would pop seeds from that era. Whoever had seeds from like the 50s or 60s, even up into the 70s, and then the 80s where it started getting weird.
You think there's like this still like the secret weed in like mountains in Tennessee or something? Some fucking moonshiner has been growing some shit since the 50s or 60s. He doesn't have
There's gotta
seeds. He's
be.
got the plants.
There's gotta be. There's gotta be a couple of those type of people around the world somewhere that got that super duper, dude.
Yeah, I've
And no
always
one
thought
knows
the best
about.
weed you'll never see.
And the funniest part, dude,
It's in the Fortress
is
of Solitude.
is they probably don't even smoke it. They use it to eat or put on their body or feed to their animals, dude. Or just eat the seeds from it. They don't
Damn,
even
I never
smoke
thought
it.
about it like that.
Yeah, dude, they're
It's
using
probably
it to
so
make
dank.
like they're
I made
using
a
it to make like
cream for my
cups.
elbow and my
Right?
wrist.
Like, man, we made really great walls with that crop of weed last year. Well, it's really sticky walls.
I made some hemp shoes out of it. A
Right?
shirt.
Badass hat with a weed hat.
Damn. They're not even smoking the best weed. That's the best part.
Right. They're just growing it. Have no idea.
Ooh. So, do you are you like all joints all day, or is it something you some
Mm,
dabs in there?
no, yeah, I got some dabs. I actually got like a half pound of wax. I gotta dig through. And I got little like chunks of old school hash. So I'll bust out the hash pipe sometimes, or I'll just roll worms or just take dabs. Yeah.
A half pound of wax. Relax.
That's light. Sorry, dude.
Relax. 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 But it's when you grow, it's different. You just because sometimes the shit just adds up. You're like, well, I didn't smoke it all, and I got more coming. Like
I'm the plug's plug, dude. Shit.
half pound.
Yeah. You want to see what it looks like?
I mean, I know what it looks like. I mean, yeah, if you want to get it, I definitely want to see it. Look. Oh shit! Look. Hell yeah, dude. Bro, grabbing a half pound of wax. Look, I'm gonna get water while he does this. There's nobody on screen for a collab.
It's somewhere in this bag. All right, how do you know you're a pothead? While Cupins is gone, let me go through our goodie bag. Just the personal supply. Just the personal supply, dude. Oh ho ho. Oh ho ho. The wax. Appreciate you guys hanging out with Cupins and I. Appreciate Cupins bringing me on to hang out. Appreciate everyone
I
that's
thought I'd win the
following and
race.
stuff. Right.
I was like, he's got to unlock a fucking safe or crack into the vault for this. God damn it.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, yeah.
All right, so now dab the whole thing.
The whole thing?
Yeah, just put it in a banger and cold start it.
Okay.
So what is it? Talk to me. What's
This
what?
one, I think this one's a mix of
What
OGs
strand is it?
and the strains. This one I think is the OG and the
Was that was that a word? Was strand was that a?
no, strand is not it, dude.
I'm
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I did it.
Please.
I went 100% for the meme, and I heard the sigh. Is it hurt? Because you probably hear growers say it too. Like
no.
no.
That's
Okay.
a strand. No.
Okay, I thought you might have I thought it was like deeply.
The only time we say strand is when we're making fun of people saying strand.
Okay.
Yeah, it's custom talk. Excuse me, do you guys have any indica strands? I get a strand of hair from these nuts.
Oh God, I love it.
We got to keep our viewers on the right level, dude. We can't have our viewers looking custied out.
Oh,
You know what I
right.
mean? They got to be hip to the game, bro.
I only say it when I'm 1,000% memeing, you know.
All right, man. All right.
I still didn't hear. What strand was it?
It's a mix of strains. It's very scientific. It's some OG and some like gelatos and stuff.
There you
It's probably
go.
like 10 different strains, to be honest, all mixed in together.
Yeah.
To make one. Yeah, they just mix it all in, put it in the tank, and start blasting it.
fucking super blessed. That's how a lot of shit is. People think it's one thing, and it's like we just had some other shit we threw in there too. Like we didn't know what to do with it.
It's like some weird pothead alchemist level stuff going on. Like I swear, some of the guys are like, "I'm gonna be the first one to make the blend that kills somebody, bro." Like they're gonna be the first death of cannabis, and I'm gonna be the guy responsible, dude. There's probably some psychos out there like that.
He wants to drop the OD. One hit and you die.
I'm making history today. Yeah.
He said weed doesn't kill. Oh, just you wait, bro.
I'm gonna, yeah.
I'm gonna try to change that. That is a weird goal to have.
My friend and I joke about it. I'm like, I'm gonna be the first guy to die from weed, bro. He's like, no, I am. I'm like, no, there's no way. You don't have enough in you.
You gotta try it. You gotta try it. Yep. Well, if somebody has enough weed to do it, it's you. It sounds like
it might be.
Got the half a pound of wax just chilling. Look.
Oh yeah, you weren't in when I was busting out the other pounds of weed, huh?
Wait, I look. I have this thing where I chug water and I piss. I don't know. Do you do it?
No, I'm.
Oh, I see them. They're on a. There's a chair.
Oh, yeah. Yep, my dog's.
Yeah, a little Vanna Whiting it right now.
Yeah.
Let's go, dude. Yeah. Chad, are you happy you saw pounds of weed and a half a pound of wax? Motherfuckers over here with like, I got 2 grams left out of the 8th I bought. That's it happens to me, bro. I got only a few more 8s left. I gotta go.
I got like a quarter of some old school hash right here too from Morocco. My buddy got some Moroccan hash, had a big gold stamp on there. I was like, bro, sell me some. He just broke off like a nice chunk for me.
From Morocco, you said?
Yeah.
So it's for real.
I didn't ask how he got it over here, but there's when I was in New York.
Yeah.
Yep.
So are you on that old school hash?
I love old school hash. I love all the hash. Like the rosin and stuff's cool. I feel like it's a little I think some people are getting a little crazy with it.
Okay.
About like, I don't know. I think people to each their own. If they want to dab up rosin every day and go King Kong like that, that's cool.
Yeah.
I treat it like caviar though, because that's the stuff I feel like that actually wrecks my tolerance.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I do too many dabs every day.
Because you can just do so much with the dab if you just like there's a little bit more. Especially when you got a fucking half a pound sitting there, like you just start like, using a tablespoon to scoop it. Like, oh, here's my dab.
Dabs, bro. 1 gram dabs is cool, dude.
Yeah. I used to get deals on like 2 ounces of shatter at a time back in the day at a Colorado dispensary. And when you just have like 2 ounces sitting there, you're like, I could do a gram dab right now, no big deal. I'll still have 57 grams or 55 grams. I'm good.
Yeah,
like,
it's all good, dude.
Oh, pretty good, dude.
I could do this like so many times. I could do it 28 times per ounce.
You trick yourself. It never runs out. There's so much of it. I'm looking at it right here. So, are you like, I don't know if you're able to show us the little noodle you're putting in there. I don't know if Chat knows about the noodle game, but Chat, you like nudes in your joints?
Yeah, send nudes.
Send nudes.
Send nudes, dude.
It probably, like, the more I think about it, it's like way cheaper than fucking filters could ever be if you make them out of.
It's cheaper. It's better for the environment. It feels better. It hits better. It really is way better, dude. I gotta restock my site with the nudes, but the nudes are a hit, man. Yeah. And another trick, if you don't have that much weed, but you still want a joint length joint, you just add more nudes. You go the other way. So instead of having a lot of weed, you can just have a lot more nude and just have an ultra filter.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
Super nude your joint.
Yeah, I did that on just for shits and giggles one time. It actually worked really well.
How many nudes?
3. It was like 3 nudes on 1 paper and just like a little couple hits. I did it to troll my homie. He always hits the joint really fucking hard and like runs it. So I was like, I want to get this fucker to hit the nude one time. You won't even notice. and that's where he
Smoked.
he
Those
hit it
fucking
like,
noodles
"Fuck."
out here.
He's like, "What the fuck, man?" I was like, "Yeah, don't stop sucking my joint like it's a dick, you fucking weirdo. It's a joint, not a penis."
Oh, that's fucked. I like it. Fucking
Stoner tricks.
load it up with the noodles. Damn. So we've got some, what kind of noodle? It's rotini?
Yeah, rotini. A
Have you
fusilli or a rotini. I think
fusilli?
the difference between the two is like one is hand twisted and one is machine twisted.
Mmm.
That's the
Do you like
difference.
yours hand twisted or machine twisted?
Both. A machine hand. And maybe throw a foot in there too. Just get it spicy.
There you go. You tried any other noodles? You get the
I
fucking
do.
curved joint with the macaroni?
Yeah, if I'm really trying to go hard, dude, I bust these out. King size. I
Oh
got these from the
god.
homie Joffy.
That's a big old noodle.
Yeah, you trying
God
to
damn.
party, dude, or nah, dude? What's up? It's the
Bow
battle
ties
doink.
definitely don't work.
That's what we call the battle doink. So that is where we put a bunch of hash and a bunch of just obnoxious concentrates and stuff into the joint. That's like way too big and heavy.
Mhm.
It's like the mandingo of doinks. The
How
battle
much?
doink.
How much does the battle doink weigh? What's
Too
the tip in the
much.
scales at?
At least, dude. It starts. They start at least 7 grams, minimum. That's light. That's like a baby size one, dude. Yeah, respectable size is where honestly, if you want a respectable size, you start at like a half ounce.
Oh yeah, no,
If you really want to be like
no for sure.
you're trying to flex on people, then you throw the 1 ounce or more. Then from there, it's kind of just you're just absurd. Just gluttonous smoking, especially if it's by yourself. I've done a few by myself. Otherwise, I drag my wife into it.
I was just gonna ask how many. So how many is this for? He's like, yeah, by myself. I'm hitting the half ouncer. Like,
Yep. Hitting for
playing a
one,
couple of
baby.
games of Fortnite. I roll another one right after. Look, god damn.
I just look. I'm like, oh, I haven't hit my QP mark for the day. We could throw a fatty down.
It's not an allowance anymore. It's a quota. Like I got it. I got to smoke a QP today. I've only got 86 grams, bro. I gotta fucking work my way up, dude. It's a goddamn quota. I'm not gonna make my numbers, dude. I'm gonna get fired.
Oh, they're gonna cut my sponsors, man. Fuck. Roll them bigger. Roll them faster. Super rips. I noticed a little carb banger on the side of it. As opposed where you just don't pull it up. Yeah, rip it like that.
Yeah, I have it for just makes it a little bit safer, so I get the airflow while the head is still on. I can clear the bowl without still pulling heat through. It'll pull a little bit through, but not as much. So it's like, otherwise I gotta take the whole bowl off with the hot head on it. So it just gives me a quicker ability to get to the pull. Some people don't really do it like that, or it actually comes with a glass plug that you could just leave in and pull out. But I'm like, that's a whole, I gotta handle too many things. So it just, I don't know. I like the way it, I like it. It's just like I started doing it when I broke my plug, and I was like, oh, I kind of like I'm like involved with the hit. You know, it makes me feel like the first spoon pipe I ever hit. You know, yeah, there you go, hitting the fucking bong sacks.
It's like the act of bong sacks and finger banging and almost playing video games. It's almost a sensual act right now. Like the mouth's all up in it, fingers in the hole. He's making love to that bong chat every
couple more things make it a bop it.
Right. Twist it. Finger it.
Finger blast it. Look. Oh shit.
What strain you smoking on, dude?
What am I? I ground the last of it up. I think it was some fucking, what was it? Strawberry haze? But maybe I'll grab another one and show you so you can laugh.
All right.
Same shit. Some strawberry haze. Oh, I really did grab the worst one. Bro, wait, hang on.
Show us
Wait,
the
hang
Miz.
on.
Hell no, bring it
There's
back.
no way it
Miz.
got me like that. Bro, I looked in there and it was okay. There we
It's
go.
all- it's
Bro, the
pale, bro.
contrast is crazy. It's the same one. Hang on, can I show you?
Shit. One was like harvested in 2021.
One's
and one
nugs,
was-
the other one's like, what's up? We're gonna call
Oh,
these
they look
nugs.
fine, dude. They look all right. I thought it was gonna be gold. You want to see some old weed? Hold on, bro.
No, these
Don't-
are
we're not
harvested
try-
or packaged 7-11, I think, this month. That's why they're good.
Bro,
Oh,
let me show you
629, I'm a liar.
Bro, what's the oldest weed you have right now?
I think I had something that was January, but I
let's
don't
see.
know if.
Oh shit.
I'm sure you got old stuff, yeah.
Bro, let me
I try
bring
not
you
to buy
back.
it when it's super
Let me
old.
bring you back to 2016. Bro.
There you go.
Let me bring you back.
That
I still got the
golden
seeds in there.
gram.
Oh, this is that real Panama gold, Panama
God
red.
damn. That shit'll put you to sleep, bro. How's the smoke?
I'm not smoking this. 400, dude. I'd have to get a $420 donation to smoke that stuff. Dude.
Oh,
No
good.
way, I'm not gonna free willingly smoke that. That's past my standards there. That's a little too old.
I know something I meant to ask about earlier, but like it gets too old, right? It's not like wine where you want that fucking. This was harvested in 1976.
Oh, let's bust out the 93 Kush, honey.
Oh damn. Because I've known some people that smoke some shit where like this is a couple years old, but it hits really hard, and I'm just like, God
So I
damn.
guarantee. Have you ever smoked CO2 oil?
Yeah.
That's
Straight
what the
up.
weed is gonna taste like.
Really?
Straight up, dude. I'll save
Why?
you some if you actually want to take a bong rip and see.
I don't.
Alright, just saying, like it's gonna taste because all the terps are gone. It's just it's
Yeah.
all dead.
Oh, your
dead
jar
fried.
didn't save them?
The jars saved it from completely just
Yeah.
falling apart.
But yeah, the terpenes
Yeah, the seeds
degrade.
are still good.
God,
That's
it's
what I
brown
really
as
kept it up
fuck.
for. Those are little breed nuggets, so that's why.
Oh, and I won't smoke it if it's got seeds in it. We're good. I'm just kidding. We're good. Sorry, Sensimia only. I heard about it. Look.
Yep, that was some George Washington weed, chat.
Damn, that shit look ancient. 2016. Do you have any other not as old but old as fuck weed that you're not smoking? Or is that the
I got
only
this
one?
weed I got from a dispensary. This weed's already a year old. And it's
Yeah?
really bad. Yeah. It's from Curaleaf.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds bad.
It's already just saying that everyone should be like, yep, that's some
They got that here. I haven't had it in a bit.
Dude, don't even get Curaleaf. They suck. It's still green. It hasn't turned brown yet, but it doesn't smell very good.
Year old.
Yeah, and the humidity pack in there is all crunchy and dried out and old.
Mm.
I don't think it works anymore. I think it's just continuously sucking the life from the weed.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Yep.
So yeah, you said that was care leave. How often do you go get dangled dispensary weed? Like, did you buy that or was it like?
So anytime I go out on tour, I'll go to the local dispensaries and grab weed, or I'll have my homies grab some if I'm not able to go in there.
Mm,
That way I could just go through it and do my what I call the custody reviews.
there you go.
So we'll custody out and grab stuff. Like I still have this stuff from New Mexico I thought was really cool.
Ah, that looks
This
like
is
some shit you get in New
and it
Mexico.
says like Santa Fe, New Mexico, like I
That's
want to
fire.
support like the local guys. So that's the kind of stuff I really go for, and then I see where the local guys are at with like how they're growing and the quality of the weed. I do honest reviews. I don't sit there and just rip on people, but there's times where we've gone into dispensaries and found stuff that did not weigh out completely, like half-gram short eighths,
Mm,
moldy weed,
mm.
buggy weed, just straight nasty shit weed. all of it.
Yeah.
And it's honest review. I'm not like I won't go and be like, oh, I'm gonna go on a rampage and rip these guys a new one on social media.
Yeah.
We just do our thing and keep on going.
There
The
you go.
buggy, oh yeah, the buggy blunt wrap. We have a clip of that too. I was
I
rolling a
seen.
blunt,
I seen that
dude.
one.
I was like, just woke up. I was like, I'm gonna do a long ass stream today. I'm gonna try to do a 24-hour stream. I'll just start right now. Half asleep, rolling this huge fucking blunt. Drew is sharing. You know Drew, right?
Yeah.
He just rated me, so there's like a bunch of people in there. And I'm like, oh, let's roll a blunt, dudes. Roll the blunt. Everyone's like, acknowledge the bug. I'm like, bug? What the fuck you talking? There's no bug in here, dude. Get out of here. So I was like, clip
No.
it. Someone clip it so I could watch it, dude. Someone clipped it, and I was like, oh my fucking god, dude.
Did you
What
already
the
light it or no?
no.
Okay.
No, it was still rolled up. So I unrolled it. No one clipped that part where I unrolled it and the bug popped out and just ran off
Mm.
like, later, dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Exposed.
Bro, that's dope.
Yeah, so it ended up being the banana backwoods. They were tobacco bugs.
Tobacco bugs.
Tobacco bug. I opened up another one live, just the straight blunt, and busted it out on the tray, and like two bugs popped out of it.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, what the? I was so confused. I was like, these must have been back, like the backdoor bootleg back banana backwoods, dude.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that like legit backwoods would come with extra homies in the bag. Smoke your
You don't know, bro. Like,
Dude,
they're
chat
including
for sure
homies.
saved my lungs. I would have hit that one spot and been like, this
You would have heard
part
it
of the
pop
blunt,
or something. Like,
dude, it probably would have exploded and tasted like burnt plastic, rubber, hair, nut, like Gucci gooch cheese, dude.
Gucci gooch cheese.
Straight Gundle hair.
Oh man, that sounds fucking wild. Have you ever been like you were talking about like dispensary weed and stuff? Have you ever been like super surprised by something you got? Like
like in a good way?
like in a good way, yeah.
Oh yeah, and like more times than not, actually. You
No?
would assume you go into a dispensary and you're like, ah, it's more like bummer time.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, I don't, maybe it's my dumb luck, but I've been stoked with a lot of dispensaries, with the quality and the rate that
Yeah.
they charge too. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the last one was let's see if I have a chart. It was in Massachusetts, Berkshire area, I want to say. But they had this double crush. I was surprised they had that. I was like, wait, you guys have double crush? Double crush is by a breeder that's like an OG dude. Like he's an old school guy, been in the game for years. He's a skunk VA. So it's a lot of his genetics in there. It's a chem cross. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, this should be good. So when I got it, I was like worried, that someone just put the name on it, but just grew some bullshit. But the weed
Yeah.
was really good to where I was like, almost have my buddy go back and grab some more.
Huh.
And then when I went back over there, because I had a bunch of stores to go revisit and restock, um, yeah, I went back to that dispensary, but they were sold out. And what's funny,
Damn.
that dispensary is right across the street from a police station. It's an
Damn.
old building, really old building, right on a corner.
So you said that like the guy that grows it has a lot of like great genetics. Is that something that he's just like selling to seed banks that dispensaries can buy, or is stuff sometimes hard to acquire? Like it's more like you kind of got to pay certain.
Usually, like when we do seed drops, it's just like either through our site directly, or it's you have to come see us at events at our booth, or it's very specific seed banks. That's usually the only way. Otherwise, you're getting like a extra party involved where that could mess with the integrity of your transaction, so to speak.
Like relabeling shit or trying to fuck with people.
Some people doing the old switcheroony.
Yeah.
Yep. There's ugly, nasty people like that out there, unfortunately.
So is there like certain genetics that like you can't just get, like even if you have a lot of money? Are people like picky with their stuff, or are they like,
Yeah,
no,
there's genetics that have just died off, or
yeah,
there's
so does
people
it.
that just won't give it up. I've at one point offered a, a certain party a large, like, pretty much offered them a new car for one clone, and they were like, "No, we're good." Yeah, it was a lot of money. It was a lot of money and a lot of other strains in exchange for one of their strains,
Damn.
and they were like, "Nah, we're good." And they were the only ones with it, and they pretty much died with the only ones with it.
Yeah, so some
Yeah.
strains can just die and nobody has them again.
Mm-hmm. It could be from raids, theft, power outages. I mean, natural
Ooh.
disasters. There's so many variables, and you really don't run into it until you run into it. You don't think about it. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, I'm gonna keep this forever, but you don't think
Yeah.
about, like, oh shit, someone broke into your fucking house and stole all your shit and chopped all your shit down, or you got raided, or like any of that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Damn.
There's weird, those just dumb things that happen that you don't think about.
Yeah.
And that
A lot of
leads
small
to loss of cool ass stuff.
fucking Christmas tree burn your house down or something in the other room.
That
Wasn't even
too.
the weed.
An animal kicks over a heater and
Yeah.
your house burns down. You know.
This shit's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a block party for a minute, but then after that, hotbox the
Yeah.
block. You don't want to do it. It sounds terrible.
There, man. Yep, I've been there. It sucks. How long are you gonna be streaming for? Dude, you going 24 hours? Is the dong reveal tonight or no?
It's not tonight, but it's coming soon. It's always. It seems to be always coming soon.
That's what she said.
I don't know. I usually stream for like a few hours. Sometimes I multi-stream on like Kick and Rumble after you doing any of those other sites there. I think you were you on Kick and YouTube at the same time?
I do Kick, yeah, Kick and YouTube at the same time. People have been telling me about Rumble, but I checked it out and I was like,
It's weird. It's up and coming. I don't. They've signed a few streamer deals. It seems like they're trying to build up a certain.
yeah. Who did they have over? Who did they sign?
They have like I don't know everybody specific, but they have Kai
from the
Sanat
XQC.
and iShow Speed are signed over there for some kind of show they do together. They're like some
Okay.
of the bigger guys.
Yeah.
Destiny, who used to stream on Twitch, has a Rumble deal. Rice Gum, who's like a huge YouTuber, has a Rumble deal.
No shit. That guy actually, he followed me on Twitch, and then I did a post about it on IG, and then he unfollowed me.
Oh man,
it was funny, dude. I was like, "Oh shit, Rice gonna follow me," dude. And then I was like, "Thanks, dude." And then he unfollowed me.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I've always seen people tweet out stuff or make a post like, "Oh my god, somebody followed me! How cool!" And I'm like, what if they're like they wanted it to be low key or something, or it was on accident, and they're like, "I did what?"
Like, oh, that was an accident, bro.
I don't know. That's funny. I guess they have a few deals. I don't really know, but it seems like their whole thing is they have video and live stream, which Kick is just live streaming. And I have I've been demonetized on YouTube a bunch of times, and I'm currently like monetized over there. You get instantly monetized. There's no like waiting process. You just get it. There's not like, a billion people over there looking for videos like YouTube every day, but like if potentially it takes off in any way, it works out. And when I live stream over there, I have like more viewers. I don't know. There's not a ton of people live streaming over there. So when I have like a decent sized audience of like 100 people, it just kind of sets me apart. Where there's a lot of people streaming on Kick that were so ready to make the switch. There's not as many people over there, but I have some videos that are doing well. Nothing like over like 6,000 views or anything like that, but
so
still
it's like a weird Kick tube, like YouTube.
It's kind of like it's a YouTube competitor. You can even they have it set up to where you can connect your YouTube and Rumble. Some people do this where it posts whatever video on both websites simultaneous. If you do that, I haven't experimented with that because I kind of try to treat it like exclusive content to bring people over. Because not so many people use it, but I might do something like that in the future. I don't know. I'm still experimenting. And
Yeah,
it could
nothing wrong.
Kick and Rumble could both be like shitty in a year. Nobody uses them, or they could be huge. You know, it's like I don't know.
Who knows?
But all these other ones, they fucking get me. I get some kind of restriction on something all the time. I don't know. The Twitch one was crazy when they said no cannabis sponsors and they started adding a bunch of other things. It's like they're literally just trying to take away money. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, what? Who? Like, I was so confused, dude, and irritated by that. I think they're just pushing so many people away.
Yeah.
with
I
what
know it's
they're
to appeal to advertisers, but it's like it literally it fucks me.
If there's no one there to
I
watch
can't be
and give
happy
you
about it.
content, then what's the point of even having advertisers?
Yeah.
They're not
I
even
don't
gonna want to be there, and they'll bail anyway.
Yeah. I don't even run ads. Like let me just never run any Twitch ads on my shit. You guys can keep taking half of the subs or whatever. I won't run any ads, so you don't have to worry about the advertisers. And let me do my own sponsor content. Like I'll figure it out.
Full 45-minute ads every hour.
Do you?
You get 15 minutes of viewage and 45 minutes of ads.
Is that what is the max? I thought it was
I'm
like
just kidding. It's like 3 minutes for an hour.
I think
Like,
you can
if
go up to
Twitch-
10 minutes. I've seen some people have nine or 10 minutes. Like if you start running more and more, maybe they pulled back on it, but I've seen on some people 9 minute per hour. And it's like that's most of it, right? I can't math good, but that's 9 out of 60. That's most of it, right?
That's like, yeah, that's 20%.
Oh god, it's way too much. It's definitely like 90%. It's most of it.
Twitch wants like every 30 minutes to run a minute and a half.
It is crazy. Do you do the ad thing?
I do.
The automatic ads?
Yeah, man. I'm fucking poor. I need
No,
ad
it's
revenue.
no, because I used to run it, but they kept lowering the offer by so much that I was like, the number doesn't make sense for what it should be. I
You know what
don't run
for me, and I'm still I don't get a lot of views. So for me, I took ads off for a minute and my views went down. When I put the ads back on, my views went back up. So I don't know if Twitch is like fake fuck, you know what I mean?
They recommend the streams where they get ad revenue. That makes sense. That's
where I'm at. Like
that's what YouTube is. Like when your videos have ads on them, they get more views because they want to make that money. The shit's fucked.
It's spooky.
So yeah, no, that makes sense. Where my stream probably doesn't get recommended as much because I don't run any of the ads. But here's what I noticed, and I think I just want to go glance at it real quick. I won't go too deep into it, but I don't run the ads, and I just let the pre-roll ads go. That's the only ads because you can't turn that off. And the ad, so I get ad revenue, but I only get the pre-roll ad revenue, right? The amount that I get in pre-roll ad revenue is what they're trying to pay me for like 2 or 3 minutes of ads per hour. So it's like, does it double my? I'm already. I hope they're not watching this and they're going, oh fuck, dial it back. So but it's been true for months. Like I don't run the ads and I still get like run 3 minutes of ads and we'll give you this. And I look at what I got last month and I'm like, you mean that? I got it. Like,
yeah, I looked at mine. It was definitely.
But I could imagine it varies by stream, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not exactly the same. Some of the months it's been a little bit lower, but not enough for me to want to run 3 minutes ads. I'm like, for like another like $2.
Like,
I don't know.
I feel like where you're at, you're in a good spot. I mean, you got good numbers. You know, I mean, you could try just to squeeze a couple bucks, but like.
But no, what you're saying about it recommending, because I think about that on YouTube, but like when you said, I'm like, oh yeah, obviously on Twitch too. Like shit.
Talk to your subs and see if they're cool with it, man. Or just
they're not. They are, but they're not.
Yeah.
Here's what happens when I run ads, and when it's randomized and I don't pick, the ads only run right when I'm taking a bong rip. Right when I start, it like cuts people off. It's like, Cock block. And I'm like ripping it, and then I see 7 messages in the chat like, oh, what the fuck, ads? And I'm like,
Yeah, mine's
my
where,
bad.
it's just subs don't have to watch any ads.
Yeah,
Sub,
that's
you're good.
the way to do it. Ads.
Yeah.
But like it'll get a handful of brand new people who are like, hey, let me check this shit out. I don't know.
This
But
channel's
yeah, I guess there's a difference. Some people promote their Twitch different. You kind of stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, where I kind of bring people to my Twitch from YouTube. Like I'll do a little YouTube live stream right before for like 30 minutes and then pull people over to here. So it's like, it's a little bit different. I kind of...
Yeah. My streams are more like a slow plane crash. We just fire it up and just
There
start
you go.
smoking weed and chilling. Yeah. Not too
And
much
that's...
premeditated content. It's just I turn it on and we're chilling.
Yeah.
That's it.
But if you have the ads on, that's a better way to do it, because the longer you're streaming, the more Twitch is going to be recommending your shit. Where it's like, I don't care about Twitch recommending my shit as much, because it's like there's a limit to how many people are browsing Twitch. But like for like me just telling people from YouTube, I guess I get some promo out of that. I don't know. I'm trying to justify the no ads again. I'm like, damn, they'll show more people. I'm trying to justify. I'm like, wait, they're gonna but I'll pop up on the front page probably. They'll be like, hey, this is a stream you could watch. We're gonna hit you with some ads though. Like, I don't know.
See, we're talking about it right now, and it already went up, dude.
Hang on, I'm gonna run an ad right now.
Run an ad.
10 minutes of ads right now. Get fucked, chat.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Oh, get them all.
Yeah, well, I'm glad Twitch isn't like becoming super hardcore and just kicked everyone in the nuts. That
Yeah, but it's like it could be like that in a year or two. They could be like, what's our loss really on this? Like that's what the categorization's for. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it stops at the warning sign before you click. Like on my channel, there's like a huge warning. Like this channel may have a butthole fly at your face, and a cigarette might be smoked.
And it's like, does that if somebody's trying to watch on their TV, does that pop up and it's easy to get off? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, is it like annoying?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah, what if the homie has no fingers?
Just have like, you know how like when you watch TV and like it just shows you like the following contents may have blah blah blah. Just that's the pre-roll ad you play. Like don't or hit me with a little, I don't know. Give me a 4-second, you know, like in the beginning of
Yeah, dude. Just make that the ad, and then have some like propaganda thing about why it's bad to do these things, and then
people get the anti-vaping ads, and then the ad ends, and then it's me ripping a big old fucking.
you're just like holding your chest, coughing with smoke everywhere.
Don't vape. I like it. They fucking run them. But they're talking about the nicotine vapes. So those are the ones you don't want to do. That's fucking butt juice. Oh, man. The fake coughing made you cough for real. I'm going to tell you. I stop even fake coughing sometimes because it gets you. It gets the fucking shit aggravated.
Right?
Bruh.
Like muscle memory. Oh, we're coughing? Okay.
Yeah, do this. It's that smoke fucking tickling your vocal cords or some shit.
Yes. It's tickling something.
It's in there. Your larynx, pharynx, your, I don't know, your sphincter. Look, it's getting it all. It's getting everything. It's busting out the feather.
The grundle area.
There you go.
Yeah.
The grundle area. I like it. Dang, oh, dang.
How much weed do you think you smoke a day? What's your daily allowance?
Well, it's weird because like it's fucked because you can only buy so much medically. I got an increased limit, and then I still hit the limit, but I think I can get it further increased. So I got to double check on that. But it's like an eighth a day. It's like around there.
That's not bad, dude.
I usually only sesh for, it's an eighth of flour, and then the concentrate varies depending on the day. But it's like mostly vaped through here, and then it's mostly just like on my stream, which is like 9 to 1 or 2 a.m. So it's only in like a 5-hour window. So I keep it limited because it's like, you know, I don't got like fucking jars of it and bags of it. They don't even let you grow over here. They're like, nah, we got you. We'll trust us. We'll let the 10 different dispensaries grow some stuff for you. We got you. Oh no, yeah, thank you. No, for sure, I believe you. Oh, how much is it? Oh wow. It's the price is getting better, I think. I don't know. It seems like they're all getting a little bit more competitive.
I hope so. Yeah.
Still.
Shit, especially if they're gonna monopolize and keep everyone from growing their own.
Yeah.
They gotta make
it is wild.
Yeah.
But you know,
the $25 eighths yet?
Yeah, I think a lot of the ones I got were 21 or something like that, or
$20.
I get them under 20 sometimes. It depends. I usually end up going when they have like the 30 or 40% off, which gets you under 20, but sometimes they're just trying to push out a bunch of the old dry shit. So you're like, fuck, I didn't know. I thought it was gonna be good.
Beware the sell weed, dude.
You gotta know.
Weed. Yep, that's the reason why.
How come all the harvest dates say 2022 on them? Like, give me something
from this year.
Yeah, anything. I ask it sometimes, but you know, they do what they can do.
Yep.
Sometimes they're just bad at like getting it into the right place, so it's only old because they just didn't get it to the store in a good amount of time, you know. Like, sorry, it sat in our processing facility. They were doing some other shit. They got distracted. I don't even know.
No. Yeah, old wheat sucks.
So you showed us the 2016. That's 7-year-old weed. What? Because you've been smoking weed for a while. What's the oldest weed you've ever smoked?
Oldest weed was probably 2 years old.
Okay, that seems reasonable.
Yeah, that's some of my own weed that I like kept and tried to see how long I could go, but before it started to get all weird and
what was that one like? Or
it wasn't that great after the 2 years. Like, it was still okay, but it wasn't like smoking straight CO2 oil bad. But it was definitely like, it wasn't like how I wanted it to be. It wasn't as fresh as I wanted it to be. Yeah.
Freshness really is a nice factor.
For that part, I think I needed to do a gas thing. Like where you like put weed in a bag and then you put gas into the bag and seal it, and the gas is supposed to keep it like that day one fresh. So when you open it, it stays as fresh as it was when you packaged it.
Like tennis balls in the fucking nitrous tube or something.
Some weird gas, dude. I don't know if it comes from a butthole or a robot. But some kind of gas goes in there.
Is it nitrous? What's the gas?
I don't know. I have to Google it. I have to ask your robot. Argon. Is it argon?
Argon gas?
It sounds right. I don't know. Nitrogen? Nitrogen, argon?
Nitrogen, maybe not.
Argon, nitrogen? Is it a mix? I don't know. Man. Martine, what's up, dude? Your chat's great, dude.
I don't know if you noticed about him though. Don't tell him I told you. Bunch of stoners.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch out for this stuff. The guys that smoke a lot of weed all the time.
Oh god,
those guys are shifty, dude.
Fucking
shit.
Ooh, bro, why don't you go fucking puff a J, bro? What are you doing?
Right.
Out here raging on some steamrollers. What are we doing?
Jeez.
Rough as shit.
Push-ups, dude. You're talking about working out with weed the other day? Push-ups?
Get it, bro.
No, I have to smoke all that weed since I touched it. I have to smoke it.
I got a very important question about growing, actually.
Yeah.
Do you notice that shorter people grow more indicas because they're easier to maintain? I'm just saying words together. I don't know.
These are facts. Only
I see some big plants where they're like, bro, you can't do anything with that, even with the ladder. Like, that bitch is too big. Them outdoor.
You'd be amazed with the 3-tier LED grows that are going down, bro. It's ridiculous.
3-tier? Like racks on racks?
Yeah, dude. Rolling racks at that.
All fully automated?
Pretty
You roll
much.
through on a... I seen one with a roller coaster and they go through. Have you been in a roller coaster, bro? The roller coaster?
Roller coaster, not yet. It's insane, man. The technology is we're hanging out with NASA at this point. We're tapped in with NASA, dude.
You're gonna grow plants upside down, fucking zero gravity. The buds grow better that way. The trichomes just get to hang down like
big nuts. And that's how the hydro grows and all that started was with NASA, right?
Man.
Yeah, they started. That's how they grew stuff out on the spaceship. It's hydroponics.
I don't know.
Yes,
but let's go. Space is cool.
NASA is NASA's fault. We started growing chronic, dude.
I try to go there every night.
I think they talked to the aliens, and aliens are like, bro, you just gotta have these Earthlings on just THC, because if you get them on the other stuff, you guys are gonna overpopulate and be too healthy or something.
Yeah. So you put it in dirt. Do this shit. Put your seeds in dirt. Look, the aliens got the methods, bro. Damn. That's another good conspiracy.
I have so many.
Dude. Well, shit, are we keeping you from Fortnite? What's up?
No, I was about to ask you. I want to keep you from your gig, bro. I'll dip out. We could do this again whenever you want, man.
Yeah, I'm down. Because I'm gonna have somebody else edit it later, so it's easier when there's not like 4 hours of footage when it's like. Yeah, but I think there might be like a couple of videos out here, so we'll see. Maybe we'll get some good topics rolling. Yeah, but dude, shit, maybe I'll fire up old Fortnite sometime soon, and I'll let you carry me through that. We can smoke some weed and see how many fucking grams.
We'll hold each other's pickaxes and teabag people in Fortnite. It'll be great.
Bro, a solid video or something would be like, how many grams can we smoke and get a victory royale in a game, and like just make up a number and lie and say it was like 37 grams. Chat, click it if it's clickbait. When you see it, click the thing. We smoked 37 grams and got a victory royale in Fortnite. Yeah.
Click it twice.
But yeah, watch it full time.
I appreciate you, man. Yeah, hit me up and let me know.
No worries. Again, bro. I'm gonna get you the shout out here too. Do you have any specific stuff you want to tell the chat about before you go? Something to check out, something recent?
I mean, check out the YouTube where I'm trying to get that going again. We got monetized again. So shout out to my buddy Sergio Dangsky for doing my edits for me, because I'm too lazy and don't want to do my own edits. So thank you for that. Follow the Kick, follow the Twitch. Yeah, we're just trying to hang out and smoke weed. We don't do anything crazy. We just really chill, and pretty much just what like Cubans is doing, but we have more than an 1/8 allowance a day.
Bro's got a lot of weed. Look, it's a lot.
It's
good. Go smoke some of it. And he's on during like the daytime too, when I'm not even streaming. So if you're like, fuck, there's no cool people on. Well, now you know.
Hey,
and now you know who is.
Yeah, that way when Cubans gets on like a bell, I just raid him and then we're out.
Easy. Easy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you stopping by. Maybe we'll get some something going again soon. Shit.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, bro. Later, everybody. Thank you, guys.
Peace out. Thanks for
Peace out.
chilling. How does this work? Okay. Okay. Well, chat, how was that? That was fun, eh? That was a good time. Very knowledgeable dude. One of the streamers I've been following super early on. So super cool dude. And I've always just been like, damn, this guy, bro, he's out here making weed. He's out here just with all the weed. This guy knows a thing or two about some weed. Hell yeah.